I just want today to help you get out of your own head and get into your grace and get into your winning, into the winning person you were created to be. Here's the thing. The only things that bring you results are action, execution, implementation. They are the only ways you get to see you grow. They are the only ways you get to see the fruits of what you are wanting to eat. And it's the only way for God to bless you as a worker in his vineyard if you're a believer. Because we have a lot of believers, and you can be paid as a worker in the vineyard of the source, but you've got to be doing the work. The word here is worker. Now, nobody starts out at 100% knowledge or skills or anything. I mean, we learn, we fall, we get up, we fall again, we get up. How you get up and how high you're willing to go when you get up determines the winners from the quitters and average people. You get up, you brush up and learn a lesson and you grow from it, or you get up, get angry and start the blame game and you're never going to win. These are things that, well, because I started from a place of self-pity, they were literally my natural go-to for everything that didn't go right. I'd be playing the blame game, I'd be looking for somebody to blame, and I'd be looking for the quick fix, and it just doesn't work. And today I'm going to share with you about customer getting and network marketing and building a business from scratch. I'm going to share with you the things I wished I knew when I started, and I'm going to help you out to get out of your own head and stop allowing your ego to rule your life, because your ego is not your amigo. It's just not your friend. Your ego, some call it edging God out, and when you do that, you are cutting a path for your failure, 100%. Whatever you want to believe in, whether you believe in God or not, you believe in Kalungi, you believe in Katonda, Mungu, you believe in whatever you believe in, Allah, you have to have that center stage in your life, allowing you to have a life purpose and allowing you to have some core values. That's really what it's all about. So most of you know by now that I was stuck at home with no job. I needed a change desperately needed a change. It wasn't coming. Hey Daphne, how you doing? Good to see you here. Get some. So when my sister-in-law sent me some information and she said, check that out for me, you're the family lawyer, so check that out for me. That company is meant to be in UK, and we want to know whether it's really there in UK, and is it real? When I looked at the information, I was like, what the heck? This looks like something I can do. These people are just get 2 people to join your team, and those get 2 people, and everybody has 2 people. This is gonna be fun. We're gonna be rich in 2 minutes. Let's do it. I signed myself up. I didn't need nobody pushing me. I wasn't prospected. Nobody convinced me of anything. I was ready for a change, and I signed up myself. And that started my journey in the online and network marketing. And I'm telling you, maybe it was my desperation. Maybe I was just ready for the change because I desperately needed it. I figured, what did I have to lose? I didn't have anything to lose. I stretched outside my comfort zone, which was really wake up, eat breakfast, watch telly, eat some more, watch telly, eat some more, clean the house within an inch of itself, pick my kids up, come home, eat some more, watch some telly, go to bed. That was my comfort zone. Now I had to come out of that and remember who I was. After all, I only had to get 2 people, right? Who would also get 2 people, etc., etc. And we would all be super rich, we'd make a ton of money, we would be all fine, right? Wrong. I didn't only get 2 people, I got 8 people. And then I realized people expect you to do the work for them. They just couldn't. They're like, I can't find 2 people to do this thing. And I'm like, you remember the way I shared with you? That's all you share with them as well. What are you doing with this thing? And they're like, we're trying to tell them how it works. We're trying to tell them the comp plan. And I'm like, did I tell you any of that? People don't care about all that stuff. Even then, not knowing how to market online or offline or whatever, or do network marketing or whatever, I knew that all you had to do was share your journey and share your story. And these people were trying to talk about comp plans, marketing, make money. It just did not work. It does not work. It didn't work then. It doesn't work now. For me, it was easy. Because for me, I saw the picture. I saw the vision. I caught the vision. For other people, they didn't catch the vision. They caught the let's make money quick. And there is no such business as let's get money quick, get rich quick scheme. It just does not exist. Those are scams. Those are frauds. Run away and run away fast. It seemed to be a mountain that most people couldn't climb. I built a team of 250 team members, made 5 figures in 6 weeks or so. And because I was still in that kind of half in, half out, just had spent 2 years doing nothing and basically feeling pity for myself, that baggage I had not dealt with. And so that baggage started coming in and self-sabotaging. I started looking at how to keep all that money to myself without paying tax, without doing anything. So how did I keep that money all for me? And I got obsessed with not having to pay tax or pay that money out to anyone other than myself. And obviously, some of you know what happened. Anyway, I was reaching out to people. So communication is very important. I was excited. Excitement in what you do. Well, you may not be all day every day, but you have to bring the excitement, which is literally bringing the joy every day. Sharing. You have to be sharing. If you're not sharing, what are you doing? You have to do the work. I was attending every event, every training, including trainings that were held at 3 a.m. in the morning UK time, which is about 8-9 p.m. USA Eastern time. I was attending webinars, I was attending Skype calls, I was soaking up the lessons, and then I realized all these people who have the big monies are doing the trainings and the callings and the webinars. So that's what maybe I should be doing too. And my prior learning and education in teaching others kicked in because I was already an NVQ assessor. In other words, a tutor in business admin. And I thought I could do this too. So now my earlier learning and education now had a purpose in this thing. Executing. What are you executing? Are you waiting for somebody else to execute for you, or are you executing your success? Long story short, the company disappeared because it was one of those scams, and I was devastated, and so were a ton of other people, over 250 of them. And I got the brunt of their tongue, their anger, their frustration, all their angst, everything. But what I learned along the way was some really simple lessons, and I'm going to share with you because I hope this can help you out if you're just starting out, and I hope this can help you out if you're struggling in what you are doing. It really, really will help you out. I sure believe. There are lessons I learned. And I learned them from other people as well, and I learned them for myself as well, and I'm here to help you grow. So number 1, building a business. Building a business, any business, whether you're building your own cottage industry, your own personal business, your own brand, or you're in network marketing, it takes work. Execution, implementation, all the knowledge in Timbuktu will do nothing for you if you do not implement it, execute the lesson, and pass on the how-to. There is no getting around that. It takes patience, it takes persistence, sometimes ignorance to help you grow. Because ignorance, what I mean by ignorance is, I had never heard of the pyramid word. You're doing those pyramid things. How dare you be peddling pyramid things? How dare you be a scammer? And my ignorance of that, first of all, led me to the first business I started, which I've shared with you, which disappeared in the online space. And because I didn't know the pyramid word, it kind of was water off the duck's back until it finally started sinking in, because again I was allowing other people's opinions affect my progress. Right, so it takes work. It takes blocking out certain things so you don't have to listen, and you don't have to listen to people who are judging you and have no results to show for it. If someone's judging you and they have no results to show for it, tell them to talk to the hand. You've got to be that person that literally tells that person, talk to the hand, my friend. I am not listening to you. What have you achieved in life in order to give me advice and tell me how to do my life? know who you're listening to. Number 2, creating success in any business, online or offline, especially if you're doing this network marketing business, requires you to develop your mindset, your communication and marketing skills. There is no such thing as creating a business without having marketing skills. And if you're in network marketing, well, you have to network, and networking means communication, talking to people. Daily professional development is a must. Daily, not once a week, not once a month. Daily, you've got to develop yourself. Daily, you've got to learn something. Daily, you've got to sharpen your soul. That's how you're gonna cut that tree faster, as opposed to that person who just went straight into cutting the tree and therefore taking ages. That's what I did in the beginning. I went straight to start cutting the tree with my saw. That was blunt. It did get some results, but oh boy, was it. See, that was hard work if I look back, but at the time it didn't feel hard. It didn't feel hard at all, because I was desperate. I was hungry for success. I was hungry for some money after 2 years of not making my own money, and I was ready to do anything, whatever it took, to build that thing. Are you hungry enough? Are you hungry enough? Or are you letting your comfort zone, I described my comfort zone before, it wasn't very comfortable. Are you letting that stand in your way? So many of you are not hungry enough, because when you're hungry, you go eat. When you're hungry, you go hunt. Have you ever seen a hungry animal sit there and say, I'll just die of hunger here? The only time it will do that is when it has genuinely run all over the wilderness looking for food and not found any, and then it's so exhausted there's nothing else for it to do. If you're hungry, go eat. If you're hungry, go hunt. There's no way around it. No way around that. Do the work, run, do whatever it takes, serve more people. Number 3, is this number 3 or number 4? I'm literally I'm literally going through some things in my mind, remembering. Brand you. Now, many of you don't understand that when you start something that has so many other people doing the same thing, presenting the same product, sharing a similar website, because when you are in online network marketing, MLM kind of business, your website looks exactly like the next person's website. The only difference, the only identifier is your little unique number, your user ID or username. Otherwise, your website looks like Julie's, looks like Paula's, looks like Paul's, looks like John's, looks like Blessings, looks like Bonani's. You all, in other words, look like sheep. You want to be the green sheep. You want to stand out from everybody. The only way to do that is to brand you. Now, how do you do that when you have the same website as everybody else? How you show up in public. How do you show up? You don't brand your company. You don't own it. If you own your company, brand away. You are the boss. You are the CEO. What? You have to toot your horn. But if you are building a commission-based business, you want to brand you. Marketing, in a way, to succeed needs you have to stand out. If you keep branding your company, if you keep showing your product on your social media, splashing your products on social media, splashing your company name on social media, guess what happens? People Google the reviews. People will go check out what's going on. They will not speak to you. They will not ask you first. For some reason, they don't trust you, the person they know. They trust the stranger on Google. Google is not kind. Dr. Google is very thorough in bringing out all the linen, the dirty linen that you don't want everybody to know about. So don't let the Google factor come into your business. Tell people how your product or service affects you. Take people on a journey that you're going through. What took you to bring that product or service into your ecosystem? What was the pain you were going through? What was that thing that kept you awake? What was your need? What was your desire? Tell your bloody story. Molly J, how you doing? Good to see you here. So, brand you. You have a story to tell. You have a reason why you started doing that thing that you do. So you want to tell people your story. That's how they will actually buy from you. Not everyone is your prospect. Not everyone that you know, not everyone that you find is your prospect. Marketing to everybody is marketing to nobody. I don't know if you've heard that saying. I'm sure you have. Marketing to everybody is marketing to nobody. It's like spraying and praying, as I like to call it. Determine who you're serving. Who is in need of your product? Who is in need of your service? Who Who is in need of your platform? What do they look like? Where do they hang out? What's their agenda? What's their pain? What do they do? How does your product or service solve their problem? In other words, what's the benefit? What's the transformation? Get to know that people don't care about the inner details of the product. They want to know how it helps them. I don't know when was the last time people checked the inner details of a product before they bought it. Unless it was something that cost some serious money. And usually, if you're starting out online, it doesn't cost that much. Although people think that $500 is a fortune. So, for you guys in the Winning Entrepreneurs Den, a video was added for you yesterday walking you through finding your ideal client and creating your avatar. Go over it again and again, and you create that person and you're going to attract them. So go back into your file section. If you're in the Web Nation, go through that video that was added for you by Hazel, and you will be crushing it even more than what you're doing today, because most of my clients are crushing it inside of the Web Nation. So let's go to number 5 or 6 or 7. Hey Mwanje, Alex, how you doing? Marketing is the one skill that you need to learn. In fact, there are 2 skills. Everything else is window dressing, or everything else feeds into those 2 skills. Marketing, advertising. They're slightly different, so don't mix them up. People are repelled by sales ads. Every time, when you're watching the telly, I don't know about you, but I'm like this. When I'm watching the telly and the ads come on, I go to make a cup of tea, I go to the toilet, I am checking my phone. Literally, I'm like, get out of my way and let my program continue. Inside of social media, that's exactly what happens when people get to your page or your newsfeed, and what they see is your company, your products, all that all over your wall. People want to buy, but they don't want to be sold to. You mark those things. People want to buy, but they don't want to be sold to. That's why adverts on the telly get the absentee factor. People walk away to do some other bits and pieces until the ad is finished running. So learn how to tell your story. Telling your story is what gets people to stop, they scroll, and listen to you. And like I said, you're not selling to everybody. You're just selling to those that are in need of your product. So whether you get 10 people responding, those are the people you want to be communicating to more. Find out more about what they are about. Check their profiles out. See what they say. Start a conversation with them. These people are showing that there is a bit of interest in what you're saying. Some of them are a bit shy, so they will not directly comment about what you've said. They may say something else. They may say, oh, you look good today. But they've read your message. People will read your message. People are waiting to hear your experience. People are waiting to see themselves in you. Relatability, similarity. Right? So that's how they will join your team. That's how they will buy your stuff. Revisit that video. Tell your story. If you're in the Winning Entrepreneurs Den, revisit that video on storytelling. It's pure gold. Revisit it. I'm sure you've already created a spreadsheet, and therefore you know where to find that video. It's inside of your file section. Go check it out. Okay, I'm talking about those who are already in my private mastermind. If you're not there already and you're selling something, well guys, this is your year. But only if you execute your plan, take action, and implement the things you learn. And I'm telling you now, you need help. You need help. You went to school to learn. It's your time to learn again. You wouldn't go to an amateur doctor. You wouldn't go to an amateur accountant. You wouldn't go to an amateur architect. Why do you think people should come to you if you're not investing in your knowledge, in the thing you're wanting people to come to you for? Whatever it is you're selling, you need to skill up on marketing so that people can see you as the expert, the go-to person for that product, service, or platform. If you don't, then you will never be successful. Successful people, the people that make the kind of money that you're looking to make, invest in their knowledge. They invest in themselves, because investing in your knowledge is investing in you. You're not giving your money to whoever, so and so. You're actually putting that money in you. It's just that that person has the knowledge you want, or the skills you want, or the resources you want to bring into your life. So look at it as an investment in you. If you look at it as anything else, you'll never take an investment in you, because you'll keep thinking, I'm not paying that Julie, I'm not paying that John. No, you are investing in you. So, go over that storytelling video. It is pure gold. People listen to the story. People want to hear your story. People want to know that you know where they are, you know their pain, you know their problem, and you actually got the solution. You got the roadmap to the Canaan, to the promised land, and therefore they'll come see the transformation that they're looking for by working with you, buying your product, joining your team. Now, lead with value, right? Whether you're online or offline and you are wanting to build a business, get out of your own head and start to share the value that you know. There are some things you already know. There are some things you went to school and learned, and they are sitting in a certificate gathering dust. Start sharing the value you know. Start sharing that value in such a way that you turn it around to reflect the thing you are working on today that you're wanting to serve people for. There is always a way. Do some Facebook Lives. Do a blog if you have a website. Start sharing value for your ideal customer. You now know who your ideal customer is. If you don't know, you need to consider checking out some training on that. There is a lot of value information on the kalungigroup.com. It's kalungigroup.com. Well, let me just post that on the page, on the video, so that you can find it and check it out later. kalungigroup.com. Oh wow, it's not letting me post on my own video. How crazy is that? Say Facebook. Anyway, it's kalungigroup.com. I'll add it to the video below. You can go check out. When you click on the blog, you'll find amazing value. When you click on products, again, you'll find amazing value. Either way, this is your year. Don't wait for some kind of thank you, darling Bonani. You are an amazing rockstar. Let me just pin that because you just done it for me. Alright, so kalungigroup.com is where you're going to find some amazing products. When you click on blog, you're going to find amazing value, and what I share is usually jam-packed with the psychology behind it, the action you need to take. My story is usually in there somewhere, other people's experiences, and lots of tips, hacks, and resources for you to take your journey to a whole new level. So I absolutely urge you to go check out kalungigroup.com. So that means when you lead with value, you're doing what we call attraction marketing. Thank you, Word Nation. I love the Word Nation. You are actually inside of our page. We have a group that's specific for you if you want to join the private mastermind. So this is the Word Nation page. We have a group where the learning gets done, the execution gets done, the tips and hacks get taught. So don't miss this year. Invest in your skills. Invest in your people skills. We talked about marketing and advertising. Well, one of the things you want to invest in for your personal development is your people skills. Mass emailing, just link dropping, posting your link all over Facebook groups all day long, doing a video and just throwing it in Facebook groups and hoping Mother Mary will come and deliver a miracle to you, sending links without having a conversation with people. That's called spam. That is called spam. So, if you don't want to be called a spammer, or you want people to consider you one of those smarmy salespeople, then you want to be a conversation starter. That takes people skills. That takes learning. Most traditional schools, colleges, universities won't teach you these things because the people that teach in those places are usually theoretical, people who are not practicing, who are not walking the talk. They are just passing on the theory that they know from the textbooks that they read, so that's all they can share with you. Everything I'm sharing with you is through personal experience and learning, implementing, executing, failing, falling flat on my face, getting back up, trying again, try something else, try until I find what works. And then I'm like, I'm going to share this. Hey Mary B, how you doing? Get some. So self-investment is not a waste of money. Self-investment is not a waste of your dollar. So many of you think your parents did the job and that was that. Learn from that lesson. When you were younger, your parents invested in you. They were teaching you what you were supposed to go ahead and do as an adult. Instead, when you became an adult, you stopped investing in yourself. Get some. You stopped investing in you. But then, the good job is you at least picked up the baton for your children. But you are your own investor. You are the child in you. The child in you is crying out for more knowledge, but you're literally killing them with lack of knowledge, and by picking up the freebies here and there and not investing in your schooling. Imagine if your parents said, oh, we will check out the local newspaper, and we'll check out the local doctor's surgery, and we'll go to the marketplace and pick up some things, and we'll come and you can learn through those. Most of you are doing that on Facebook. You come on Facebook in the morning, you look for who is live, who's shared what, who has posted what. Well, that's my lesson, that's my learning for the day. That is not focused learning. You went to school and sat in a class. You sat in a mastermind for almost 21 years. Well, my 15, 16 years minus 5, the first 5 years of your life. You went to school for 15 to 16 years, basic education, up to university, to learn something. And then you grew up and stopped the learning. And you're killing your inner child every day. So it's time to stop wasting your very beautiful brains that you were given. It's time to stop wasting the education you were given and add value to it. Because those that add value get paid the most. What I'm teaching you is a result of investing tens of thousands of dollars in my education. An education that nobody teaches in any college or university. What I teach you, you will not get from any mainstream college. You will get from masterminds, you will get from coaches, you will get from mentors. Maybe you'll buy a course online or offline, but it's not in any mainstream college or educational based system. But every successful person will tell you their success was not necessarily based on the mainstream education they got. That was the foundation stones. Now they built the building based on that. They shored up the foundation, dug it deeper, and built their skyscraper. Most people just stop at the foundation and never do anything with their lives, and that is 97% of the world population. 97%. That's a huge number. You want to join the 3%ers. That's why I teach these things. Because I know that if I had not joined the online space, if my sister-in-law had not sent me that link, I wouldn't be where I am today. I'd still be looking for a corporation here, there, a company there to send me their clients so I could go maybe assess them NVQ. And by the time I joined the online space, even that had dried out for months, dried out completely. I wasn't getting any. Because why? Because I wasn't adding value to me. They were saying that I wasn't working in any mainstream corporate space, and they had started judging me based on that. I'm challenging you to do the same for yourself. My mother passed away in 1996, bless her soul. So she wouldn't be here to invest in me further. So that's what you should do for yourselves. Invest in yourself. Invest in you. I'm challenging you this 2019 to get out of your own head. Your ego is not your amigo. Let the ego out the way, because the ego comes with fear attached to it. It is best friends with fear. Because fear is, don't fly, you're gonna fall. Don't soar, you're gonna drop down. You're gonna break your legs. You're gonna be, people are gonna laugh at you. People are gonna judge you. Who gives a fuck what people think if they are not helping your journey, if they are not walking your talk, and therefore they have nothing to add to your life other than judgment? Don't give a flying F what anyone thinks of you unless they are in a position to help you grow. Otherwise, they have nothing to add to you. They have nothing to add to you. You're seeking constructive criticism from people who've never constructed anything in their lives. What a bloody waste of your amazing, amazing God source spirit. If you're considering buying a course, you can check out my 4C formula for your first paycheck online. It's called Affiliate JetSet Academy, or the 4C formula. So go check out the 4C formula. What I'm trying to tell you today is you can afford a coach today. You can afford a coach. You're looking at one. I created a mastermind specifically for people who are starting out or people who are struggling, because I wish I had found me when I first started out. So I know that you can afford a coach today. And then you can decide to grow. As you grow, by the way, the truth be told is you can outgrow your coach. There are many coaches I've outgrown now. and you will probably outgrow Julie and what she teaches. But I'm telling you today, if you have started a business in the last 2 years and you're not getting the results you've got, you need to get into the mastermind and start your learning today. Start from P1 or Form 1 as they call it. Thank you, Mary Bay. There is no such thing as a get-rich-quick business. Those are scams. Those are the so-called pyramid schemes. I am telling you, if you're into any kind of affiliate-based business, tier marketing, network marketing, it's not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's never going to be. For you that have started your own businesses, you know you're in it to win it. You know it doesn't happen overnight. You know, even if you have 10 clients today, unless they're paying you $1 million each, you're not going to turn around your business overnight. It's going to take time. You're going to have to grow into the business. Everything that's beautiful, that's thriving, that's blossoming on the ground started in the dirt. You are in the dirt now. Start to grow to come out of the dirt. And when you come out of the dirt, are you ready to be harvested? Not yet. Not yet, baby. You have to go through now being protected from cankerworms, palmerworms, weevils, birds, human beings, and those are your fear doubters, egos, and all those things that stomp on your seed because you are allowing them. Don't let them. Because you want to grow into that amazing fruit-bearing, shade-giving tree. Action, action, action. Action, implement, execute. Get the results. Absolutely. Thank you, Mary B. I love that. So, you need a long-term vision to grow. You need a long-term vision to bring your baby to birth and then bring that baby into maturity, into the kind of person you'd want to hang out with. You need a long-term vision to continue and be successful in whatever you are doing. On average, it can take up to 5 years to replace your full-time income, sometimes longer. Yeah, sometimes longer. 5 years or more to replace your full-time income. So don't give up. Those 5 years will pass. Those 5 years will pass, I guarantee you. I started in September 2013 actively building my business. September 2013. So guys, the time will pass. I guarantee you, the time will pass. How about you? Where will you be 12 months from today? 24 months from today? 48 months from today? Where are you going to be? 60 months from today? That's 5 years, by the way. 60 months, 5 years. Where are you going to be? Are you going to be that person who finds excuses and someone to blame, or are you going to be the successful person you know you can be? You can make that decision today. Quit mopping, quit your ego, stop looking around for the quick fix. It does not exist. Do not compare yourself to anybody else. There is always a backstory. Develop the skills and tell your own story. You can tell your own story and people can be inspired by your story all day long. Every person that I actually finally learned from, their story is what inspired me. So you have to master telling your story and master the mundane. It's the little activities done consistently over time, the so-called routine, boring stuff that will produce the results you're looking for. So keep going until your parents didn't give up on you. They sacrificed everything so you could have an education. It is your turn. You are your daddy, you are your mommy. Don't let yourself down. The journey is what you make it. Your life is what you make it. Say it is hard and that will be true for you. Say it's grind and hustle and that will be true for you. Say it's fun and easy, ditto, that will be true for you. You decide. You are in charge of that ship. You decide how hard or how easy the course you're charting for your life is. You are in charge. All I can say is it's worth it. It is absolutely bloody worth it. So worth it, it's unbelievable. Only you can decide how worth it was as you start to reap the harvest and enjoy the fruit. So don't despise your humble beginnings. Don't despise what you're doing today. Don't despise your challenges and your struggles. Those are what strengthen you and build you up to become a rock star. Don't despise your humble beginnings. We all start somewhere. We all start somewhere. You wanna read Journey Without Limits, because that will show you how humble my beginnings were. You forget the 2013 story. I'm talking about way back. Learn from that. Grow and share your story all the way to the bank, because that's what will get your story, your bank filling up, your story. I hope that can help you, someone, anyone out there. if you're thinking of quitting, if you're feeling discouraged, if you're feeling low, if you're feeling like the results are too slow, hey, your seed is growing. Don't give up on it. Don't throw your baby out with the bathwater. I know it's worth it. All I can say to you is it's worth it. For you guys in my private mastermind, feel free to share this video wherever and whoever you got this, and do not forget to fill in your activity tracker. That is part of your litmus test for your success. It's part of your litmus test for how far you've gone this week, and it also helps you track your progress. So whether you prospected one person or you prospected 1,000 people, fill in your tracker. Feel the joy that you did the work, because the results are a given. I hope you've got some value. I think I'll be doing more videos in this space. And thank you guys. God bless you. Have an amazing weekend. I'm off to rock my locks somewhere in town. God bless you guys. I love you.